Teaching Tuesday to No Risky Business. It's our new podcast. There, the information is No Risky Business by who? John Davis. And y'all see my little man. I don't know if that's an emoji or y'all know the little shaking people, but that's me. That's who I am. No Risky Business with my image there. I want to say thanks to Sabuti that did that. Okay. So, guys, I don't want to keep William waiting. He's been waiting for 7 minutes. Let me throw up his bio and tell y'all a little about William. So y'all know Medicare open enrollment is coming up. And William Lacey, if you have not met him and you're in the Nashville area, is somebody that y'all need to know. He is originally from Memphis. Michigan. He's been here in Tennessee for about 11 years. Worked in the insurance industry since 2001. Y'all see his bio there. This man has credentials, right? Worked for United Healthcare and Amerigroup. Helped hundreds of clients in Middle Tennessee. And his thing is that he partners with doctors and dentists in the area. To those of you who are on my personal social media page, no, stay there. Miss Debbie, you're fine. Stand there. You're a friend, But I know some people have joined also the business page too. So no, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So now here's the thing about William, y'all. So William and I are friends. We've been friends for years. So I asked him, I'm like, William, I want to have you on my show as a special guest. And you're important, it's hard to get to you. And he was like, yeah, John, I'll do it. So I'm like, okay, William, I need a bio. Now, I'm asking William these basic questions. And William, I'm assuming that he was trying to be funny, and he responded back and said he likes puppies, enjoys long walks on the beach, and starry nights. William is married, so this is not his way of trying to, hook up or nothing. He was just trying to be funny with me. So I put it on here. So now everybody knows that maybe he likes puppies. Maybe he enjoys long walks on the beach, and just maybe he likes starry nights. But I'm going to bring him on, and y'all can ask him yourself. So without further ado, y'all, let's bring on William Lacey. Make sure y'all ask him some questions and get him busy, okay? William, what's up, brother?
What's up, John Davis? This is so nice to be on your show. I watched this on Facebook, and I can't believe you had me on here.
Why do you think that? You're amazing at what you do. It would be a disservice to my audience to not have one of the top Medicare Advantage advisors on this platform, especially with Medicare Advantage or Medicare open enrollment season right around the corner. So I had to have you here.
I appreciate that. Now, you did not have to include that last line of my bio.
I know I didn't.
But while that is true, I normally don't promote it. Mm-hmm. Now, the book is nice. I love that. I love the cover. Can I talk about that for a second?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Man, I love the white velour tracksuit. I don't know why you took off the gold chain and a bucket hat. You should have kept that on for the picture. You could put that same picture on a workout video or on a rap album, but either way, that's a nice picture.
Either way it goes, it's gonna get some attention, and that was the goal. That was the goal. I wanted to look fly on my book, so you make sure, William, that you go out here and you go buy my book.
I'm getting that.
Okay. Make sure you buy the book. All right, I'm gonna send you the link to those of you who need the link to the book. Do we have the link to my book? Do we have it?
I'm buying that book. You send me the link, I'm getting it.
Okay,
you're gonna get Amazon.
You're gonna get the link in 2 seconds. The link is coming in like 2 seconds, and then we got to get started because it's already 10 minutes in, and we just kind of playing around. So I'm hoping that we can get the link really quick. If not, we're gonna move on.
It'll pop up at some point.
At some point, we're gonna talk about it. But in the meantime, hey, let's jump into the topic today, guys. Today we're gonna talk about biggest Medicare mistakes. We have about 5 or 6 of them, and we want to share these with you guys because we worked in the Medicare industry for years. There we go. Get the copy of my book. There the link is right there, William.
Thank you.
So when we get off this call, I'm gonna text you that link so you can go get it. All right.
Okay.
But listen, guys, we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about the top Medicare mistakes that people make going into annual election period and all that good stuff. Y'all know that William works in Medicare. I work in Medicare. So we see hundreds of people every year make the same mistake. So we wanted to put together something to allow us to, or you all to kind of prepare for annual election period, which starts October 15th through December 7th. So let's put up that picture of what we're going to talk about today. Do we have that? There you go, guys. We're going to talk about biggest Medicare mistakes. Of course, y'all just met William, and it's going to be me. So, William, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about the biggest Medicare mistakes. And I'm going to say, let's jump into number one. Number one, biggest Medicare mistake, we're going to say, is not understanding out-of-pocket costs, William. Let's talk about that. So, how has your experience been when it comes to people not understanding their out-of-pocket costs for Medicare?
Well, insurance might as well be in foreign language. It's super complicated. There's a tons of laws, and then you've got all these different variables that you see here. And
Right.
so it's hard. It's hard for people to just know, everyday people to know exactly what they're getting. It's good
Okay.
to know this though, because your out-of-pocket costs can skyrocket if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
So yeah, they got to look at these deductibles. Many Medicare Advantage plans, deductibles aren't your biggest concern. It's really your co-insurance or your maximum out-of-pocket. So
Okay.
that's something to ask your agent or specialist. What is the maximum I will pay if I select this plan?
Okay. So that's also known as MOOP, right? Max out-of-pocket cost. Okay. And that MOOP, or that max out-of-pocket cost, includes your co-insurance, which is a percentage of medical costs that you pay. Like when you go to the doctor, if you pay 20% or you pay 10%, that's called co-insurance. When we think about a co-payment is the set amount that you pay when you go to the doctor, such as your $5 copay when you go to a primary care, or your $20 copay when you go to a specialist. And then, of course, a deductible is the amount that you have to pay out of pocket before your insurance starts picking up the rest. And then, of course, we know what the insurance premium is. For Medicare Part B, that insurance premium this year, how much is it, William? It usually goes up quite often.
This year it went up to $170.10. It comes out of your Social Security automatically if you get Social Security, or if you have to pay it. But it went up to that price this year. One of the highest jumps it's jumped in years.
Okay, good deal. So that out of pocket, that all those amounts, the deductible, copayment, and co-insurance, leads to the max out of pocket cost, guys. So keep in mind, the biggest Medicare mistake is not understanding your out of pocket costs. Let's go to number two. What's our number two biggest Medicare mistake? Number two, William, what we got? Not fully comparing original Medicare with Medicare Advantage plans. What's that all about? What is that all about, William?
Yeah. So if a person has original Medicare, they may feel, hey, I'm covered. And they are. They're covered. If they have A and B, they get 80% coverage. The problem is there's no cap. So if you go into a doctor's office visit, it may only be $20. Good. You pay 80%, they pay 80%, you pay 20. If you have a heart attack and you go into the hospital and the bill's $100,000, it's still 80-20. So it's good to compare that original red, white, and blue card and see if there's an advantage to going with an Advantage plan, which puts a cap on how much they will charge you.
Okay, so that's one of the things we'll talk about is the max out of pocket, and then we talked about the benefits of a Medicare Advantage plan. Some of the other benefits that we have when we think about a Medicare Advantage plan is the dental, the vision, the hearing, the rides to the doctor, all of those benefits. But it's important that we don't just assume that the Medicare Advantage is the best option for us, right, William?
That is correct. There are other options.
There are
Not
other
on this one. There are other options besides Medicare Advantage, and there's sometimes even advantages to staying with original Medicare.
Okay.
It gets complicated like a foreign language, so it's good to have a good advisor to help hold our hands through the process.
Right. And guys, the reason I wanted to bring William on is because he is a good advisor, right? So when he's being modest saying that's why we need to bring on a good advisor, he is one of the good advisors. So his information we're gonna leave here. I see you laughing, William. We're gonna leave his information here, and then if y'all need some help with Medicare, you just call William because he's like sitting there waiting on y'all call, like maybe in the car, maybe with a client, or maybe at a dentist office or doctor's office, but he's out there waiting, guys. There you go. Y'all see he got his little red phone. Y'all see it. All right, guys. Let's go to number 3. What's the third biggest mistake? We have not understanding when to enroll into Medicare Part B, guys. This is a big one. So most people enroll into Medicare Part B when they lose credible coverage, because right now, William, people are working till they're 70. Like they're not retiring at 65 like it used to be, right? Like it used to be people retire right at 65 and they go straight into Medicare. So what has been your experience, William, with when to enroll into Medicare Part B, and just talk about Medicare Part A too?
Okay, so Medicare Part A, it comes free. It's what you get for most Americans. There's very few that don't get it. It covers hospitalization mainly. When people get Medicare and they see that they get that free, they take it. But sometimes when it comes to Part B, which is your doctor's offices, sometimes it's even some medication. When it comes to Part B, because there is that cost of $170.10, some say, nah, I don't want it. They don't understand. You have to have this. You will severely limit yourself in your coverage if you don't get it when you're supposed to. And if you don't get it when you're supposed to, getting it later is so much harder. And just another thing, many people, if they do select Social Security, it will come out of their Social Security automatically, that 170.10. However, if you did not, did you want me to go to that part? If you did not select Social Security, then you have to actively pay this out of your checking account or send them a check every month. So, but it is important. If I can say nothing else about this, make sure you get Part B when it's available.
Okay, good deal. So y'all, most people get Medicare Part B. So like William just said, Medicare Part A is $0. When you turn 65, it automatically starts. You're going to get that red, white, and blue card, and it's going to have Medicare Part A on there, guys, okay? And then when you lose credible coverage, you go ahead and you apply for your Medicare Part B. And then that's when you want to reach out to William or myself and find out what's your best options so that you can have coverage for a full holistic view of your health care. So that includes your hospitalization, your doctors, your specialists, all of that stuff, your prescription drug plan and all that stuff too, okay? So that's the third one. Let's go to the fourth one and see what we have. And remember, guys, this is fully interactive. So if you all have questions and comments and all that other stuff, please feel free to leave them there and we'll get to them on the spot, okay? So guys, the fourth biggest Medicare mistake is choosing a Medicare Advantage plan that doesn't include your health care providers. William, this is a big one. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I feel bad when you get a phone call or you run into someone and they were told or promised, and if anyone's watching this that is on Medicare, they know what we're talking about. You get a million calls, right? You see all the commercials, Joe Namath, JJ Walker. You finally decide, okay, I think I made a good decision. And you ask them if your doctors are in network, and they tell you yes, and they sign you up over the phone or in person, and then next thing you know, you find out it's not true. Very disappointing. Right. And sometimes you're kind of locked in. And we haven't talked about the lock-in thing, but you're kind of locked in and you got to wait for a while until you can make an adjustment. Very, very bad.
Right. So guys, whenever you're considering joining a Medicare Advantage plan, I'm going to say the first thing you need to do is check your primary care doctor. Make sure that doctor's in network. Check your specialist, every specialist, and decide what doctor you're going to marry, right? Like some doctors you marry, you never want to leave. And you don't want that plan to change your goal of keeping that doctor. So if we're having that issue, guys, make sure your Medicare Advantage plan is going to cover your primary care, your specialist. And here's a big one, William. We have so many people that's a part of pain management, taking medications to manage their pain. What do you say about getting a pain management clinic or joining a plan that's going to cover your pain management?
Yeah, we both know this, by the way, John. John is very knowledgeable of this. The pain management part is so key because some people, this is all they can do to live life. And they know that they will give up other things in their lives and keep pain management. It's that important. And if they don't check and make sure, absolutely sure, that the insurance covers it, they can lose out on that pain management.
Right. So that's a big one, guys. So whenever you're getting these phone calls from these companies or these people telling you that they're going to enroll you into a Medicare Advantage plan, your first question that you need to ask is all of my doctors covered? And do I have some form of proof to show that my doctors are covered? Don't just take their word for it and say, call that pain management doctor and say, hey, is it okay if I move to this Medicare Advantage plan because I want to enroll into this plan? Will you all take it? Okay. That's a big one.
I got to say this too, since you brought
Mhm.
that up. If you can know who your specialist is, when you get that random phone call, you don't know the person, you can't hold them accountable. It's almost better for a face-to-face or someone that you actually know or trust somehow, because just answering phone calls and asking them these questions, the best thing to do for a lot of people is just not answer those phone calls. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
No,
it's one of those
you can
things.
say it. Because the
Yeah.
thing is, so many clients are getting phone calls from fraudulent numbers and all that other stuff. I'm not gonna say not answer, but don't be enticed to give them your personal information, because you can call me or you can call William and we can come out, or you can know us and all that other stuff. Thank you so much. Just someone to just join and saying good evening. Good evening. We're so glad that you're here. Thank you so much. Remember, guys, this is a fully interactive platform. We're talking about the biggest Medicare mistakes that people are making right now. We're going into Medicare open enrollment season. It's going to start October 15th through December 7th. And I want to make sure that y'all understand that this is an important part. I know a lot of my viewers are younger and we're not into that Medicare age yet, but you have aunts, you have cousins, you have grandparents, you have parents actually that are going to have to make major decisions about their health care that they're going to be locked into for the next 12 months. So it's important that we be very proactive and make sure that we educate and assist them in choosing their Medicare path. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. We're talking about some of the biggest Medicare mistakes that people are making now to prepare you guys for October 15th, which is Medicare open enrollment season. We're gonna go to the next one, guys. Number 5, the
Drum
biggest.
roll, right? Where's the drum roll?
Drum roll, drum roll.
Number
All
5.
right, guys. So not understanding their prescription drug plan is the 5th one. This is a big one because just like we was talking about, not having or not your doctors not being in network. This is a big one, guys, because sometimes we have people that enroll into prescription drug plans under Medicare, and some of their doctors or some of their prescriptions specifically is not covered. William, talk to me about it. Talk to the people.
This
Talk to the people,
This
William.
trips up people all the time. When you
Okay.
find that person you trust, give them your medications, dosages, and milligrams. And you're going to refer people to the Medicare.gov, the U.S. government website. We love that site because it is very neutral. And you can punch in your prescription drugs and it tells you which ones cover it. So again, working with an expert, you don't have to fall into this trap and finding out that the plan you chose does not cover your drug and you got to change drugs or change plans.
Right. So, guys, just like some of our or most of our employer plans, and just like the plans on the Affordable Care Act, if you're using the Affordable Care Act, Medicare has a prescription drug plan formulary. A formulary is nothing more than a list of covered drugs that the plan is going to cover. Every plan, every prescription drug plan has a formulary. It's important, guys, that the first thing you do when you're looking at a plan is that you go through and you look at your medications and you make sure that all of them are covered on that list of covered drugs, aka your formulary. All right.
There you
So
go.
we're gonna work backwards on this one, William. What do you know about drug tiers? What is a drug tier? What we talking
Okay.
about?
Well, drug tiers are simply generic drugs. Let me start. They can get a little complicated, about 5 series, but we'll go through them quickly. Your preferred generics tend to be at no cost or maybe $1 or $2 a lot of times. Your generic may be no more than $8 to $10 typically. If you're getting a brand name and if it's preferred, then you get to pay a certain amount, a little bit more than the generics. And then, of course, you get non-preferred brand name drugs. And then you get your specialty drugs. And they've actually entered one more tier. And a lot of insurance companies, and you may have heard and seen this, that when it comes to drugs like insulin, and there's so many people that are diabetic and insulin, they're trying to get those costs. So tier 6 are drugs that the insurance company covers many times at low or no cost.
Okay. So drug tiers are generic, preferred brands, non-preferred medication. All that, those are different tiers. So if most people that I know, and I'm not going to say everybody, so I'm just going to say most people that I know are usually taking just basic generic medication or basic brand name medications. But when we think about medications for different conditions or new medications that just came out, guys, it's important that we understand what drug tier they're on, and that we understand if they're on the formulary and if it's even going to be covered under the plan just in general. All right, we're working backwards, William. Let's talk about deductibles.
So your deductible, almost all of these, whether you get your own prescription drug plan separate from a Medicare Advantage plan, or you get a Medicare Advantage plan, almost all of them have some type of deductible, which means you pay the cost. If it's a $480 deductible, before the insurance company pays a dime on your prescription, you got to pay that $480 first. And then you start to pay. You have the privilege of paying the copay of $10 or $20. But there are some Medicare Advantage plans that they pay that deductible for you. They wipe that out for you. That's something to ask for.
Okay. So that I don't have to pay the deductible, right?
If you have a plan that pays it for you, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, so we're going to think about that. Choosing a plan that has a $0 deductible or a lower deductible so that you're able to cover your medications. And then y'all know what a copayment is. We talked about that earlier, guys. A copay is the exact amount that you have to pay for that prescription. It may be $5, it may be $10, depending on the drug tier. That's something we want to talk about. But when I joined William today, guys, he told me, John, you left out something. And that is the low income subsidy program. William, can you talk to us about the low income subsidy program?
Sure. So it's a federal program. So it doesn't matter what state you are in, it's federal. Okay. Many people don't know about it. Of course, we know that people that are maybe on disability or state Medicaid, they are part of something like this. But I run into people all the time, and I'm sure you have too, that just didn't think they qualified or didn't know anything about it. Then we say, well, let us check for you. Let us apply for you. It takes 10 minutes or less. And they find out that the government will help pay for their expensive medication. They may have been paying $50 or $100 a month. Now they pay less than $10 a month. In some cases, nothing at all, because they qualified for this. So it's a federal program that an insurance advisor can help you get on.
Okay, so with that program, and we want to put more emphasis on this program, so I don't want to make it really quick. Y'all see I put the gold star beside it, and that's because it's golden information, right?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you like that, William, don't you? I know. I like my little gold star. So, right, guys, listen, if your parents, if your grandparents, if anyone that you know is having problems getting their insulin, getting their medication, getting their pain management medication, anything like that, there's a program. It's called Low Income Subsidy, also known as Extra Help. It's created by the federal government, so it's not based on TennCare and Medicaid or care in Texas. It's not based on that. It's simply based on your income. It takes literally, 5 minutes to apply, William?
Yes.
5 minutes. You don't have to send in a bunch of information.
Here's another thing. You get a response by letter from the federal government, usually within a week, within like a week or 10 days.
So, guys, listen, this is golden right here. That's why I got the gold star. So, if no problem, that's the goal. Every Tuesday, we're here at 7:00 p.m. No risky business. We talk about risk and how to avoid it. So we definitely want anyone to come back. If you have questions and comments, remember, guys, this is fully interactive platform, so I want y'all to ask questions. I'm still kind of talking fast because I'm still on my Red Bull. I'm still on a high. I'm still on a high right now, William. I'm still on a high from my Red Bull that I had at 5:15. And I don't advocate for Red Bulls, okay? I advocate for insurance, not Red Bulls. But I'm telling you right now, I'm still kind of hyped.
I
Yeah,
see.
just a
I mean,
little.
I need to
But
get some of that Red Bull. Did you
right,
actually
but
drink
take
it,
some
or did
extra
you
help. If
ingest
you're
it by
having
the means?
problems paying for prescriptions, get on the extra help program, and you can call William. He can help you out with that. You can call me. I can help you out with that too. So, guys, today, to those of you, I see we still having visitors come in. I want to tell y'all, we're talking about the biggest Medicare mistakes that people make. We're going right into Medicare open enrollment season in about 30 days. It starts in October 15th to be exact. Y'all know over the next, I'm going to say, William, what, the next week or two,
Yeah,
they're going to start getting tons of mail,
all the
tons of phone
commercials.
calls,
Yep,
maybe even a knock on the door.
emails, text messages. Yeah, a knock on the
You name
door.
it.
Yeah.
Knock on the door shouldn't be the way to go, but it
No.
happens. So let's knock that down, Ben. I mean, Sabu. Let's take that down. Let's just talk to the people real quick.
And John, just one more thing: younger
Mhm.
people do qualify for Medicare, and they can participate in um, the open enrollment period as well. That if they're on disability, and there may be other reasons why they may qualify for Medicare. So
Okay.
you never know.
Yeah. So y'all heard what William said. Y'all don't. If you need health care, if you need health insurance, there's a couple of different programs that are readily available for you. We have the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. We have Medicare if you're 65 and older, or if you've been disabled for a certain amount of time, or if you have end-stage renal disease, things like that, guys. You can qualify for these benefits for $0, little amount of money. So make sure you all don't sit back and get sicker. If you need help, call us. Let's get you taken care of. William, and I know this happens. This
John, man, you are going to crash after this, after all that Red Bull. You're going to go take
I'm
a
so hyped right
12-hour
now.
nap.
I'm so hyped right now for no reason. For no reason at all. For no reason. I want to just. I feel like I'm crashing right now, but it's okay. So hey guys, y'all see that I'm hyped, and I can stay on here and talk to y'all for the rest of the night. But my production people, my producer, he's on the line. He's like, John, hurry up, bring this to an end. You can't talk to the people all day. William, to those of you who want William's number, let's put it up there. Let's throw William's information up. Do we have that? Do we have that? Let's throw William's information. Look, he's getting good already, pointing to the bottom.
I know where it is.
I don't know. It's not there yet. There it is. William actually is not there. It's like under me. So y'all, no, you can stop. It's under me, guys. That's William Lacey's direct number. Y'all can call him if y'all have any Medicare questions. He's gonna be available anytime. He's available for y'all's questions and comments. If y'all need help, grandparents, parents, brothers, sisters, anybody that has the red, white, and blue Medicare card, I want y'all to call William and talk to him and get some help. Okay. Remember, guys, I want y'all to go pick up my book. It's called No Dumb Questions, Life Insurance Questions You're Too Embarrassed to Ask. Also, I want you all to go join my Facebook group. There it is. Yeah, I want y'all to go join my Facebook group. Y'all see it down there too. It's going to be tips and tricks and all that other stuff, guys. Coming up starting in October, I am going to be doing live seminars on Medicare. So I want y'all to be there. William is going to be at some of them. So we will have a great time. William, is there anything else that you need to say to the people? Anything else?
Hey, man, John, I will say this.
All right.
John is good, an excellent expert. Taught me a lot. Whenever I run into a snag, he's the one I call. He's like walking Wikipedia when it comes to insurance. So, yeah, no, man, this has been a joy and a pleasure. Appreciate it.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here, William. I'm so glad you decided to come on. You will be here in the next, I'm going to say in the next month or two, you'll be back because we need to talk after Medicare. We're going to talk about what to do if you made a mistake, right? Like if you chose the wrong plan, what can we do to help you out at that point? Okay. So I want to say, William, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone watching and joining in today. We are here every Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. No Risky Business Weekly Podcast. We talk about all things insurance, health insurance, life insurance, Medicare, retirement planning, and everything in between. So listen, thank you so much for being here. I will see you on next Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Again, our special guest today was William Lacey. I am John Davis, and I look forward to seeing you again. Y'all have a good night, and God bless.